Spoiler warning, also known as content previews. This show will cover all material: the main series, Dunk and Egg, the novellas, the world of Ice and Fire, quotes and interviews by George, and episodes of the show and its commentaries and bonus material. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to another special episode of Planetos podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Brett. You can find me on Twitter at HomelyPillow.
And I'm your other host, Micah, and you can find me on Twitter at Micah_of Clark.
And I am one of your guests today, KW Dent, Kyle Ross. If you know me on Twitter as KW Dent. Thanks for having me on here, Planetos boys.
Happy to have you back.
Gentlemen, scholars.
It's great to have you back.
I like
Dan.
boys. I like
Planetos boys. I didn't know. It came out. I wasn't quite sure about it, but we'll go with it.
All right, I am Tara. I am another guest today, the other guest today, I suppose. I am the organizer of Ice and Fire Con, and you can find me personally across the web at A Geek Saga, but also, check out at Ice and Fire Con as well. Honestly, our Twitter, the Ice and Fire Con one, is probably far more active than my own.
Well, we're super excited to have you on, and we've been trying to put this together for a while now, and finally our schedules all lined up. So I'm super happy about this.
Podcast scheduling, right? It's the worst.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I do webcasts on the same time, the same day of the week, every other week, and people still can't, seem to be there when thare supposed to. So I get it.
All right. And today, though, Micah is going to be our, what are we calling you? Our trivia master?
Moderator?
Yeah. One of those.
Trivia master, yeah.
Something. We'll just run a poll. We are going to be doing another trivia episode today. So if you guys aren't really familiar, we've kind of started doing it as Brett and I sort of get a feel for how the two of us want to handle the podcast while Travis is on his break. So we're doing another trivia episode today. We did one last time. So if you don't know, we ask 15 questions and the points go 5 points to the first person who can answer correctly, 3 to the second person who can answer correctly, and 2 to the third. So I will be your questionnaire of the evening with Brett and Kyle and Tara all doing the answers. We're going to have a great time.
Competing heavily, heartily.
Yes. Oh, did you explain after the 8, the 8?
We'll get to that one, I think.
Okay. All right. So I think, is everyone ready? I think I'm ready. As ready as I'll ever be.
Do it.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I want to get one. Let's start with one. If I can get one just to start right, I'll feel good.
Well, I guess I should ask real quick. Do we just shout out the answer, or
is there a raise hand feature, or?
So last time we had everyone was on cameras. We had everyone raise their hands. So we'll have everyone on mute when I ask the question, and I suppose the first person who's ready to answer can unmute, and we'll see on here. So I'll just point to them and say, "All right, you're up first."
Okay. Let me go to my mute feature. Okay. I guess I'm going to mute now.
All right. So question 1, starting off with an easier one. Who is the bastard of Jiren Lannister? Kyle?
Lana, the girl in Old Volantis, or in Volantis, I believe is her name, correct?
No.
Okay.
That is false.
Shara, Gianna Reed?
Gianna Reed, no.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm at a loss.
Oh God.
Shoot, this was supposed to be an easy one, guys.
The bastard of Garyon Lannister.
Garyon-
Is this an
The bastard of
opinion
Jiren
yours?
Well, it's a
Lannister.
hill. It's a hill.
It's a hill.
Oh,
On a hill?
oh, I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
God damn it, Brett.
Hugo Hill?
Points up. It's yours, Brett.
Hugo Hill?
No.
I don't know. All right, good.
I think that's 0 points around the board, unless Tara can nail it here.
I have a guess, and it's because it's the only hill I know. But then he said, was it Hugo? And now I'm like, oh, I knew that one too.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm wrong.
That's what Tyrion goes by.
Joy?
That is correct.
Oh,
Joy Hill.
I remember Joy Hill now. Wow.
Well, I don't remember
I thought
this
you were
character at
gonna
all.
get it, Kyle.
I knew that one, but I did not come to my mind. Wow, nice
So-
pull, Tara.
2 points.
Well, I'm
2
literally
points,
sitting here
Tara.
racking my brain for like what names do I know that have the last, or like what characters are that have the last name Hill? And I didn't think I remember Hugo, but as soon as he said it, I did. So maybe
That
I
was
remember more than I thought.
So
That was great. So is that 5 to
so
Tara?
that's 2 to Tara.
No, that's true because I could not get that without a little bit of help
Because
there.
Kyle's guess was
Okay,
really,
gotcha.
really wrong.
Well, but this is actually a theory that
It's a theory, but it's not confirmed, so I cannot use that.
it's a pretty accepted theory. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for it. I won't take any points.
Okay, cool. You
I
do
thought
that.
it was so right too. I was like, oh yeah, the Wanna Hill theory. That's the answer. And Micah was like, no. I thought that was it. Okay. Nice.
So, for the future, for some of the ones where I do include more minor character ones, besides this one, I do have multiple choice to make it easier.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Thank you.
Okay, so question 2. What is the first Holdfast to be visited by Jaime Lannister en route to Riverrun in A Feast for Crows? So after he leaves King's Landing.
Is it Castle Dairy?
No,
I knew
he
that
visits
was
that
wrong.
after Harrenhal.
I know. I knew it was wrong.
Shame.
Why can't I think of it? Oh gosh. Tara, if you get it, if you answer it before I do, you can.
No, I'm it's like I can picture who he visited and I could not tell you what the name of the Holdfast is.
I was thinking of. Oh God, it's
if you know,
I could describe it. I just can't think of the name. It's the gigantic castle.
Is it Rosby Manor?
no, it's not
That's
Rosby
not right
Manor.
either.
You said you're not talking about Harrenhal.
Harrenhal, yeah,
that's
what I
It's not
thought.
Harrenhal.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't think it was either.
So if you know who was there when Jaime saw them, I'll give you the points because we crossed out the 5 and the 3, so I'll give 2 points to whoever can say who it was he saw there.
I don't
Man.
remember.
The problem is I know the big beats of the story. I just can't remember any of like the smaller stuff.
Yeah, I'm blanking on this one. I got 13 more to get one right.
I think as soon as now that I'm thinking about it, I think I was thinking of Derry because I was thinking of Lancel and
That's where he talks
and
to
Gatehouse
Lancel.
and Gatehouse
Yeah.
Amy. Yeah. So yeah, no, I don't even remember. I wasn't even remembering who. I think he does visit Harrenhal before he visits Derry, but I don't know if there's something before that.
Yeah, because he goes to Harrenhal and then he goes out of his way to go to Derry, which is northeast instead of Riverrun, which is northwest. So he's kind of going
Does
out
he-
of his way
does he-
before.
Yeah.
Does he stop by
But I
the
don't remember
crossroads?
No.
No, it's something
No.
else. What's the answer, Micah?
The answer is Hagsmire. It is.
I
the
wasn't going to
seat-
get that.
No.
It's where the little babe that gets married to Tyrek Lannister lives.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
good old
wouldn't-
Good old
I wasn't gonna,
Tyrek.
These are Micah's
Missing
easy
these
questions.
long years.
Hagsmire. You didn't get that? How many times have you said Hagsmire in your entire life?
Oh man.
All right. This next
Over
one
to
I
you.
promise
Let's
is
go.
easier. This next one I promise is
You're
easier.
making me nervous.
All right.
Micah.
Yeah.
This is going to be a quote one. This is going to be a quote.
Okay.
Who Who is this quote said about? The fat flower tossed him into tourneys at too tender an age, just as he did the other two. He wanted another Leo Longthorn, and made himself a cripple.
Garland Tyrell.
No, it's not about Garland Tyrell.
Okay, well, I didn't have another guess, so.
The quote is throwing me off because I want to say it's about Willis, but the way it's worded, it could be about Loris.
I meant Willis Tyrell.
That's like the only.
Like, I guess my guess is Willis because, but the way the quote is worded, it could, the way it says like he did it to the other two, that's what's throwing me off.
I think I know. Is the because
Tara, you do have it.
Okay.
It is Willis. Yeah.
Oh.
Tara, you have it.
Okay. I mean,
Dang it. That's what I.
Yeah, that's. I figured that's what you meant. Like,
It was
but
about
also
the
the
cripple, so
quote is
3
very.
points to
Yeah.
Tara.
I thought, yeah, I was kind of going the route of because the quote also references what Mace Tyrell, the fat flower.
Idiot. I didn't mean
Yeah.
Garland
Yeah,
Tyrell.
It's Olenna. It's Olenna talking.
Moron.
I think it's Olenna. Yeah, I believe this
Yeah,
one
I
is
believe
Olenna.
that's Olenna. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I believe that's Olenna. Who
So
says
I would have been
quote.
wrong.
Although
no
I
matter
said
what.
I said Garland Tyrell, so don't listen to me.
Yeah.
If it's Olenna,
I
it's
was
just
like,
like
Garland, he's not a cripple.
Tara's
Well,
beating
it
us
could
up
also
right
be
now.
said-
It's
I wish I would have.
like I said, the way the quote is worded, like it could also be the cripple thing. It was the only thing that made me eventually go Willis because like the way
Yeah.
the quote is worded, he could be talking about Loris, and or they could whoever said it could be talking
Oh
about
yeah,
Loris.
if you take
I
out the
could see the
crippled bit,
Loris, yeah.
this definitely works for Loris, like post Dragonstone face scarring.
right. Post Dragonstone. Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah,
Also,
that's
if
a good
that
point.
really is an Olenna quote, and she's calling her own son the fat.
Oh.
I think it is. I could look it up, but I'm lazy.
You're probably right.
Huh.
Is that 5-0 now, Tara? Is that
That's
what I
5-0
count?
with
5-0?
Tara in the lead.
All right.
Jeez.
We got plenty of questions left. Let's go. These are
Yeah.
the easy Micah questions, apparently.
Okay.
I'm gonna just dog on you. It's not my fault I'm missing them. It's your fault, Micah.
You guys been if like Kyle, if you'd been following me on Twitter, you'd see all my like minor character shout outs and stuff. You'd have more information, Kyle.
I follow you on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fun.
Question 4. Who out of these 4 accompanied young Cersei to visit Maggie the Frog, but was the one to run away? A. Jane Farman. B. Rohan Weber. C. Darlessa Marbrand. Or D. Dorna Swift.
A.
Yep, that's it.
Jane Farman, right? What's her name?
Yep, it's Jane Farman.
Who's the one who fell in the well? You didn't use her name.
That was
if you-
Melara.
Melora.
That's
I was
Melara
waiting for. I was
Heatherston,
waiting
yeah.
for Melara, and I was like, I know
Yeah.
it's not her.
That's what I was waiting for too. I was like,
I
what
also
can
know
I
it
cross
wasn't
out?
Rowan Weber.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wait.
Yeah,
It's both-
Rohan Weber was an easy one to go
Like
with,
any
yeah.
other gaming show, I had to throw in one multiple choice that was obviously wrong.
Yeah. So you make us feel better about getting these wrong.
Right. Question 5. Who is the Night's Watch deserter killed by Arya in A Feast for Crows?
Darian.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. You get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I you got off mute faster than me. This is why I also fail at our work Zoom meetings. Tara, what are you doing? Oh shoot, I was still on mute.
Yeah, Darian.
Yep, it's Darian.
That's a cool end to that chapter when Arya comes back and like just thumps down the boots, and gives the story to him and says it was Arya at the end when he asks who did such a thing, who killed Darian. She's like Arya Stark of Winterfell. Great end to that chapter.
Yeah, that's like it's such a subtle death too. Like if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it.
Yeah, it kind of can fly right by you. Yeah, for sure.
All right. Question 6. Which is the inn where Hot Pie stays for the rest of the story?
The Inn at the Crossroads?
Yeah. I'm so sorry
No.
at the crossroads, but I don't think
Is
that's
it not the Inn
right.
at the Crossroads? I was like, I know in the
No, the
Anyway.
show mixed it.
yeah, I knew I was
The
like
show
there was a
matched
show
all the
thing.
inns together.
Yeah. Brett?
Oh, I don't know the name.
Is it
Yeah, I'm blanking on the name.
is it the inn that was the clanking dragon? That's another income. That's not the same inn, I don't think.
Nope.
All right, that's not the answer. Never
A
mind.
hint: the inn has the name Man in it. If that helps you ring a bell.
The old man's inn.
Kneeling
No.
Man, Kneeling Man, Kneeling Man.
Yes.
Kneeling man in. Where Torrance Stark? Damn it.
Yeah.
Good call.
All right, that is
Kneeling man in. Is that what it was
3
called?
to Tara. So
Yeah, the
8 total
show
points for
bit
Tara.
threw me off.
I knew
Yeah.
I was trying to answer quick, and I was like, I know Inn at the Crossroads is maybe a 50-50 shot at least.
Yeah.
yeah, Into the Crossroads is always a fair shot.
Pretty
So
pretty
that's
good.
8
odds.
points for Tara, 10 points for Dent, and Brett, you're still in this, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, question 7 is another multiple choice. Who is the Reacher Lord who hosted Renly Baratheon at Bitterbridge? Is it A. Roland Crakehall, B. Laurent Caswell, C. Harris Swift, or D. John Arryn?
Harris Swift.
Nope.
I don't remember the names. Can you read? Can we get a reading on the names again?
A. Roland Crakehall, B.
Oh my
Laurent
gosh.
Caswell, C. Harris Swift, D. John Arryn.
Well, it's got to be B. Then that's the only Reacher Lord. What was B?
Laurent Caswell.
Yes,
Yeah,
Laurent
yeah, that's-
Caswell.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I was
gotta be
gonna.
the
I was
only
gonna say. I
Reacher
thought. Yeah, I was gonna say C, thinking that was Caswell, but yeah, no.
Yeah, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, all right. The other ones weren't. I was pretty sure are not Reacher Lords. That's the only thing. Only
Yeah.
reason I know.
Yeah,
I'll take 2 points on that because we worked our way to that one. This is fun though.
it's fun.
What do you mean it wasn't John Arryn?
Right, I was like, no, it's not that one.
It's not that one.
That's the dent-proof answer.
Okay, so from now on, until the last few questions when we change it up more, but from here on out, the correct answers are going to be double or nothing. So you're going to want to hit that mute button off quick in order to get it. Question 8. Who is revealed to have sent the cat's paw to kill Bran?
Yep.
Joffrey Baratheon.
Ah,
Yes.
That's
course
as much a theory as Garyon Lannister's bastard being Lana in Planetos, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
I disagree
So
with
it's
your
10 points to Dent. But since Brett was halfway through saying it, I'm going to give Brett 5 points.
fair.
Okay, fair.
Tara just
I mean-
sucks at taking herself off mute.
All right, question 9. Who out of these 4 were on Arya Stark's death list? A. Gendry, B. Whis, C. Jaqen Hagar, or D. Cutjack?
Weiss.
E.
That was a dead
Did-
tie, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the I think I got to give them both the
That was a dead
both
tie to me.
things there.
Did you say
I was
Weiss,
like,
Tara?
I said B, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Whis. That was an obvious one.
I think that's a tie points to both.
Or
Yeah.
we could split them.
Nah.
Up
Okay.
to your jurisdiction.
This is not an official game show. I can do what I want.
I was
Maybe I can work for
I was told there was
shows.
money on the line.
Yeah, we actually put up $1,000 each.
Yeah,
So-
recommended me to a bookie.
All right. We're actually going through this pretty quickly. Question 10. Who says this quote to Daenerys? One day all men must die, but it serves no good to dwell on death. I prefer to take it each day as it comes.
Jorah
And-
Mormont.
The Green
Nope.
Grace.
No.
Ooh.
Harrison Selmy.
No.
That was a total.
That was a good guess.
That was a huge guess.
Wait,
Good
is it
guess.
Jiqui?
He's around her a lot.
Oh no, it wouldn't be Jiqui. Never mind.
I will give
Arya,
5 points
Arya and
to
Harris.
Nah.
All right, we're just gonna
I'll
guess.
give 5 points to
Missandei.
whoever can answer it since we're out of
What,
time.
Missandei.
can you read the
Grey
quote
worm.
again? One day all men must die.
One day all men must die, but it serves no good to dwell on death. I prefer to take it each day as it comes.
Oh my God.
Is it?
Oh my God, the one who ate the
I have a guess,
locusts.
but I'm gonna
Why
let
am
Tara
I
go.
blanking on his name?
Wait,
It's
is
not
it-
Strong Bell.
It's not okay. Thank you.
Oh,
I know it's me, and why am I blanking on it?
Did some? You,
Okay,
and it's not.
Bellas.
It's not Dario Nahara's. Did someone already guess
The
that?
hint
Is it?
that it is one of... Nah.
Is it Zerazo and Duxus?
It's-
It's not. Okay.
The hint is going to be that it is not, or it is one of Daenerys's counselors from Marine.
Is
It is.
Skahaz
No.
Reznak?
No.
We have named
Brown-
a lot
Brown
of
Ben
people
Plum.
around Daenerys. Ooh, that's a good one, Brown Ben.
But I don't think he was a counselor.
Nope.
Well, not a counselor, I
Yeah.
suppose, but
Oh God.
uh,
I feel like we've named every single
We have
person
named
except
all of
for.
You're missing
major-
one. You're dancing around the one guy.
Oh God, what? Grey Worm?
No.
there are no points up for this.
Yeah,
Tara,
no
do you have
points.
another?
No points will be awarded.
no,
this time.
know,
points
I
will
know.
be awarded.
Tara, do you have any guesses?
No, I'm.
It's his
I-
door.
His daughter, okay.
Wow.
Nobody wants to talk about his daughter.
No one wants to talk about his door.
I guess
Somehow,
Zara,
I
Zoe,
actually
and
thought
Doxus.
somebody said Hisdar, but I think you said some of the other names.
Yeah, all the other ones are the same character.
Resnack, so whatever.
That's actually not
Hisdar.
true. They're different characters. They're just all very boring.
God,
All right.
doing so terrible.
Good
All right.
questions,
This one's gonna be an easy one. You're all gonna be rushing to answer it.
Okay.
Question 11. It's a historical question. Who out of these four is the Stark of Winterfell who appeared in the Hour of the Wolf after the Dance of the Dragons?
Oh, Torrance.
One.
Oh God, no, don't count that. Don't count that because I know that's not.
It's a multiple choice.
Okay.
I know the. Okay. All
I
right.
know you know.
I'm sure Tara probably knows too.
1. Jorah Stark. 2. Jon Stark. 3.
Jorah Stark. It's not Jorah Stark.
Silly Dent. 3. Cregan Stark. Or 4. KW Dent.
KW Dent.
3, but you know. I'm going with Cregan. I honestly feel like I'm.
It is Cregan.
It is.
Cregan.
But, like,
okay.
We all want KW Dent to be Cregan Stark for the hit show House of the Dragon.
Tweet at
Are
HBO.
we fan casting fans?
I've fan
just saying.
casted myself as Cregan Stark.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to know who people.
The
would
watchers
fan
can't
cast
tell,
me
but we could see it. We could see it in his face. He could be a Stark.
Didn't you? Which one did Michael Clarfell? Didn't he draw you in as Cregan?
Yeah, didn't he draw
did.
you on?
I was on Clarfeld's map
Yeah,
for
that was awesome.
Owen Oakenshield.
Oh,
Down
okay.
in the
Yeah,
Reach.
that's.
Oh, right. Yeah, you're
Historical figure. Yeah.
Diet Cregan.
Yeah, I was on the Dorne one for one of Oberyn's paramours.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, the I think it's the one that's never named. It's Tyann's, septum mother.
Oh,
that's
you mean
right.
Septa
I remember
Lamore?
that picture. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. So, question 12. Who is this quote about? It's a little bit of a lengthy quote. Blank, character name, had a craggy face, deep lined, and windburnt beneath a shock of stiff gray hair. But Jaime could still see the great knight who once enthralled a squire with
Oh.
tales of the 9 penny kings.
Brent? Brended Beefish. Blackfish.
Yep.
Yeah. I love just how it's just Brenda Beefish.
Yeah.
Yep, that is correct.
I finally knew one.
Yeah. All right, so our points currently, Dent, you have been surpassed. Tara is in the lead with 28, Brett with 25, and Dent has 22.
See,
And now we're getting into the triple. The next 2 questions have 10 points each, and the last one is the hard one with a lot of points granted to the winner. So, question 13. Who is the kettle black that kills the High Septon? That kills the... I'll start over. Who is the kettle black that kills the High Septon for Cersei?
What are the... There's more than one kettle black? What?
Oh my god.
One of them?
Yep. One of them.
I can't even remember all their names. What are
Yeah,
they?
I'm trying to even remember their names.
I'll give you their names.
we're
So,
never-
the three kettle...
I think that's
Yep,
right.
that's correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
was I was going between Osney and Osmond, and I was like,
It's Osney.
"It is Osney." Oh,
It
okay.
is.
What a stab in the dark. That was brilliant.
Well, I actually knew their names,
Right.
but I wasn't sure if it was Osney or Osmond.
Osmond
Which
is the
one?
Kingsguard one.
Okay, and that's what I actually thought Osney was the Kingsguard one, and I was like, wait a minute, this is going to be wrong.
I like to define it as the Kingsguard one is Osmond. The one who does everything Cersei wants is Osney.
Okay.
And then the third wheel is Osfrid.
I'm glad it wasn't Osford because I didn't remember that one actually. I remembered.
He's just in the gold cloaks, and then he's just punished for no reason.
I
So we
remembered
can forget about
Oswell,
Fred.
Osmond, and Osney.
Yeah.
And Oswell is the dad.
Where in the world is Oswaldo? We're getting to the end. Question 14 is also worth triple points. So it's a multiple choice. But who out of these four does Jon Snow send as the new commander of Longbarrow Castle in A Dance with Dragons? 1. Cotterpike. 2. Leathers. 3. Bedwick, called Giant. Or 4. Iron Emmett.
Iron Emmett.
Bingo.
I was gonna throw that one out as a guess too. So good
It was
one.
pretty much a guess, yeah. Like I knew that Iron Emmett was sent away to lead somewhere, and John was like loath to lose him. So like I knew he was sent off, but I think Giant gets sent off to a leadership
Giant is one that also gets sent
and
off.
So
wanted that to
I
be
didn't
one
remember. Was it Longbarrow Castle? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Longbarrow is the one where he's at. I think Giant takes Icemark, the one that Janelson was supposed to go to, or it's Greyguard.
Those kind of details become very difficult to remember all the time.
And of course,
but cool.
Cotterpike is the Eastwatch commander who's
Right.
probably dead at Hardhome right now, and Leathers is the best character in the whole series. Anyway,
I knew you had to stick Leather in there. Leathers.
I'm sorry, excuse me. Who's the best character of the series? Because I thought you said something other than Dolor's Ed. I was real mad. I was real mad when he lost at Song of Madness.
Leathers.
Yeah, he went out early too.
Well, he went out in his first one, and he was up against.
Yeah.
Who was he up against?
Was it? It wasn't Nimble Dick this
It was
year, was
Seth.
it?
Oh, it was Theon Greyjoy.
He went to
Theon.
Theon, and he lost.
He lost to
Yeah.
Theon?
I
That's a
want.
tough
Yeah,
draw.
right?
Yeah, I want.
Really?
Look! I just wanted Rob versus Theon.
Yeah.
Just for that. That's all. And
Yeah.
So this last question.
So you voted for Theon, is what you're saying.
I voted
Absolutely.
For Theon. I love Ed. I love Ed, but all right.
So question 15 is the final question is worth 21 points. That means anyone can still win, even though Brett is like dead last.
way to rub it in there.
So, who out of these four is not a member of the Lords Declarant in the Vale? 1. House Waynwood. 2. House Tollett. 3. House Belmore. 4. House Hunter.
House Tullet.
Yeah. You got it again, Dent.
We were just talking about Ed. That helped.
Oh, good
Oh,
one.
Yes,
yeah, I
Tara
forget.
just gets 10 more points off of that, too. It doesn't win, but it's for the help. All right. Well, that, of course, bumps Kyle up into the lead and makes him our winner for the second trivia in the Planetos podcast.
Our second trivia
Congratulations.
winner.
I'm just
Feel
glad
very honored.
that I had some sort of showing here, honestly.
No, we're glad to have you here, Tara.
Considering
were
I
running
haven't
away
read
with
the
it.
books in 4 years.
It's hard when you haven't actually gone through them and you're like, I don't freaking like some of these castles Micah's asking us about. I'm like, I don't remember what Hagsmire.
Well, it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like you remember like all the big beats of the story, but like all the little things that
Yeah.
happen throughout the chapters just
It's cool to test your brains.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've read
very fun,
these
yeah.
like I've read. I mean, the Dance of Dragons. I think I've probably and Feast for Crows. I've probably only read like maybe 7 or 8 times each. But like the first 3, I've read those a dozen times each at least. And it's like,
Yeah.
but the problem is I don't really have time to listen to a bunch of podcasts and like keep up with like Twitter
Yeah.
and fan theories and stuff. So it's like my knowledge is pretty much straight up just stuff I've like had to learn for panels and stuff over the years.
Yeah.
So our final count is in 3rd place is Brett with 25 points. Tara is in 2nd place with 53 points. Technically 43, but plus 10 for the help with Dollar said. And then 1st place is KW Dent with 78 points.
Dang.
We'll just run that up in his resume for when HBO casts him as Cregan Stark in the hit
That's
TV
right,
show
yeah.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, Planetos Trivia episode number 2 champion.
current defending trivia champion. That's my
The current
title
defending
of life.
champion. We'll just have to have you go up against like I don't know. You probably won't, but it would be funny to have you go up against Pedro. Or no, it was
No.
Amy who won the first
Amy
one.
won, but I think
No,
I don't
just
know.
keep
Oh, I
remembering how
definitely
Pedro
think
would
you
get all the
guys
votes.
should do like a Jeopardy style
Yeah,
thing.
like a Jeopardy style thing. Yeah, that's
where
what
you
I
That
was
would be
like
fun.
like after you do a whole bunch of them, you bring in, like as
Oh,
you know,
that's-
4 or 5 people and do like a double length one.
That
We
would
were
be
joking
fun.
off
That's a good
we were-
idea.
We were joking off camera that at a con in the far future when we're allowed to do that,
At Ice and Barcon.
Yeah.
we would do a trivia with like a whole load of people in like a ring, and we would just trivia off, and it would just be really fun.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I have
yeah,
a
before we go, feel free to Kyle and Tara, feel free to let us know how you guys got here, what brought you guys to Planetos. And
well.
whatnot.
Kyle's already done his A Song of Ice and Fire
Yeah, Kyle's
thing.
already done his A Song of Ice and Fire.
on episode 3, I believe, of
Yeah,
way
very
back in
early
the day.
on.
And
Yeah, way
but-
back. You'll have to listen to that.
But Tara, we like to when we have guests come on, we just like to have them sort of tell how they sort of got into the fandom or became like an active participant, and yeah, just how you became a fan of A Song of Ice and Fire.
So I mean, I read the books so long ago I can't remember when I started, but I was actually in I don't know, my online fandom is like real old school. Like I was in a live journal community called Westeros Sorting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that was like my online fandom. I mean, I did kind of do some stuff in like the Song of Ice and Fire, and then eventually Game of Thrones subreddits, like way back in the day, but not much. I was more of a lurker, which is kind of my MO in like online fandoms, to be honest. But I at Dragon Con in Atlanta in 2012, I was on their single Game of Thrones panel that year, and some friends and I did like a big Game of Thrones photo shoot, and we were kind of like lamenting the fact that there wasn't more programming for Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones at the con. I mean, and this is a gigantic convention, like when I say multi-fandom, it's like not just multi-fandom, they have a science track, a puppetry track. I could go on and on.
Yeah, I live south of Atlanta, so
okay,
I've
so
been to-
Dragon Con very, very well. But yeah, so we were just kind of like, why isn't there more Game of Thrones? This is 2012, so the show was already really big, and so we tried to. At the time, we actually were talking about trying to get like a George R.R. Martin track, because they had Whedonverse, and they had I can't remember what the name of the series is because I've actually never read it, but like they had all these fantasy series and like other like and again Whedonverse, they had all these tracks for these kind of single track fandoms, and so our original goal was like, oh well, we'll try to get like a Martin one. He does so much more than Song of Ice and Fire anyway, but and Game of Thrones is huge right now, but Dragon Con has been trying to kind of combine tracks and stuff for years now, so that was going to be a no-go. So we were just kind of like, well, why don't we just start our own convention? So myself and two other people, two other fans that I met through Dragon Con, pooled our resources and put a deposit down on this little castle in Ohio. And yeah, it just kind of, we were very small. I mean, we still are compared to other conventions, especially, but, our first few years, our first year, I think we had like 60 something people at Ravenwood Castle in Ohio. And, that was, 2013. But it grew like exponentially basically every year after that. And, I'll be honest, for 2020, we were on track to possibly even double our 2019 attendance, which had already been about 30% higher than 2018. But COVID. So,
Yeah.
so that, and I'll, even though I still am really involved with the Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire stuff at Dragon Con, and I've done, panels for it at other conventions as well. Ice and Fire Con kind of takes up like a lot of my free time. So I don't really do much, with like the online fandom or whatever outside of organizing the convention. Right now, we're kind of in the deep, like the thick of it, planning a virtual convention, quote unquote, for next month, which will probably be a little bit like, we'll have a little bit more programming and stuff than we did last year. But unfortunately, I'm on the West Coast now, so some of the timing and stuff is going to be a little bit hard to do a lot more. But and also we're small, and I'm only one person, so. But yeah, no. So we're doing our virtual thing, April 22nd through the 25th next month, and then of course we still got Ice and Fire Con 2022, which like by then, like as long as there's not another spring sickness,
cross our fingers,
yeah,
or whatever, we'll be back in person. It was hard postponing and then moving last year to this year, and it was if not, it was probably harder realizing that after all this time we still can't do it this year either. But next year I think it's gonna be real insane, like coming back and seeing everybody in person again. And we'll have virtual stuff next month, and also probably do a couple things later in the year like we did last year, just to kind of keep the Ice and Fire Con fam involved in everything. So it's been a weird year plus, but we've had a really great everybody's been just very supportive and everything of us, which was really, really nice, because I see other conventions struggling a lot with not having that sort of support. So
yeah, it's great. You guys are doing all that you can with it, and we appreciate it.
I will say though, yeah, Ice and Fire Con is my favorite con that I've ever been to, just because it's smaller, and it a lot of people compare it to like a summer camp sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it definitely feels that way.
Yeah, a summer camp with the same people, and then also like we get new people every year, and those people just kind of get like brought into the fold very easily.
Yeah.
There's a lot of passion for Ice and Fire Con for sure around the entirety of the fandom, and yeah, it's an extremely welcoming place too. People being brought in, it's like you have this common interest with everybody. It's really easy to walk in and talk to whoever you're in front of. So
yeah, you could just
really looking forward to the virtual stuff and 2022.
I can't wait for my first time going to Ice and Fire Con someday.
But yeah,
that's great.
Oh, go ahead.
Thank you so much for your tale of Ice and Fire, Tara. It's great to have you on.
Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm glad we were finally able to get it done. I know being in California now, it's like makes things very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, time difference is hell, to be honest.
Well, the last Thursday was completely on me because I took a last minute like gig and then
that we weren't doing it. I think I might have been really hungover from St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, right.
We did a webcast the night before, and we did like a drinking game with it, and I was drinking White Claws, and that was just bad. I was like, but they're lime. They were green on the can.
Yeah, that sounds.
This was fun though. This was a fun setup, kind of like drunk Radio Westeros. Yeah, trivia a little bit, a little looser.
Yeah,
but it was really fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna do like a character analysis the next episode, and then I think we're gonna sprinkle these in every other.
Yeah.
Or whenever. I
want Jeff on trivia. This is my public like WWE.
You want to go up against Jeff?
It would be.
The Stannis episodes.
I want the fish.
It would be cool to put it would be cool to put him and
He'll
Jeff.
destroy me at trivia. He'll absolutely nuke me. But let's do it.
Well, we can put you
We're going
on.
to specifically have you on for the trivia around Jaime versus Blackfish.
I just got the Hagsmeyer Jaime question wrong tonight. Jeff would have had that in like 2 seconds. I get like a 3-second head start when my mic unmutes. Over Jeff if we.
But yeah, it'd be fun. It would be fun to put like you on that, and then put like see if we could get like Radio Westeros and History of Westeros to compete. See who has the most knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh God! Don't pit anybody against Aziz.
I know
they're even
fair. They're gonna create the rift in the fandom that tears everything apart.
It was Planetos all along.
Yeah, yeah. I forget that Aziz is just sort of like I mean, he's like an encyclopedia when it comes to this.
Oh, that too. No, I will not. I refuse to compete against Aziz. But
all right, then, Brett, you want to do the outro real quick so as we can plug that to the end of the episode?
Thank you to our guests Kyle and Tara. Do y'all want to plug anything, or do you have anything to plug?
I have nothing really to plug right now. You can find me at KW Dent 2 on Twitter. That's not true. I can plug the charity I'm doing during A Song of Madness. Yes. I am doing a charity run on A Song of Madness right now. If you're not familiar with the NCAA tournament style with characters from A Song of Ice and Fire. Anyway, each day I'm placing wagers on characters, $10 minimum bid. If I'm wrong about the wager, I donate the amount to the Cancer Research Institute, which is the leading immunotherapy charity that me and my wife have worked with over the past few years. So at KW Dent 2, you can find my pinned tweet about that sort of project I'm doing on Twitter right now. And other than that, that's pretty much what I got going on.
Well, that's awesome. And yes, definitely donate if you can. And Tara, do you have anything to plug?
I mean, yeah, just definitely keep an eye out on the Ice and Fire Con social media. I mean, Twitter, we're probably most active on Twitter right now, but we'll definitely be ramping up on Facebook as well. I'm hoping to mostly solidify our April 22nd to 25th virtual weekend schedule within the next maybe 5 or 6 days. So we'll have that going up sometime hopefully about a week from now, and we'll all of our panels are open to the public during that weekend. So it'll be, we've got some cool things going. Like I'm sure we'll do what we did last year with like a small council thing on Thursday night. I think we're going to do a bad fanfic reading where we ask people to submit bad fanfics and then we read them blindly. And when I say blindly, there will be one person who looks them over to make sure they're not too problematic beforehand. But the person who's reading them will never see them before that, before they read. So, and we've got a few panels and stuff that are going to happen. So I'm sure it'll be a good time. And if it's anything like last year, we'll also have a lot of late night Zoom hangouts that, the links to the Zoom hangouts won't be posted like publicly, but you'll be able to find them. It's kind of like it's almost like a what do you like those calling trees when you're in school and like there's like a snow day or something, like one person calls another and they give them the information.
Yeah,
it's gonna be sort of like that. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be a pretty fun, crazy, very busy weekend.
Awesome. That sounds fun. I've been one of your hosts, Brett. You can find me on Twitter at HomelyPillow, and
I am your other host, Micah, and you can find me on Twitter at Micah_of Clark.
See ya, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.